Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben. This is my review for Plan B, a Hulu original movie. Question up first: which is your favorite road trip movie ever? Or maybe give me your top three in the comments below. Do give me a thumbs up. But for now, wow, I'm just making up words. For now, let's jump into the review. Plan B follows a straight-laced high school student and her slacker best friend who, after a regrettable first sexual encounter, have 24 hours to hunt down a Plan B in America's heartland. So two things up front first. This is definitely not my demographic. It's two young female teenagers, but I was a teen once, and I do love some road trip movies, and so I went in this thinking this could be one that it's like a one-time watch, and I'm probably not going to enjoy this because it won't be for me. Secondly, this film is 2 hours long, and most comedies of this nature of road trip movies aren't that long. Normally, they stick to the hour and a half minute long or the 87-minute comedy standard film. This film dares to be different, but does it work? So surprisingly, I laughed out loud a lot. I found this film really entertaining, and I also feel like it didn't outstay its welcome, even though it's 2 hours long. That's mostly because of our two main protagonists. Lupe and Sunny are best friends, and you really feel like they are best friends. Right from the beginning, their friendship is established. You experience the MacGuffin thing that happens at the beginning. There's this party, the sexual encounter that goes wrong, and so cue up the events that are going to happen on this road trip movie. And we've seen loads of these films, various American Pie type films. You've seen very many coming of age films as well, YA type films, and this will definitely appeal to that culture. But I was also amazed at the amount of heart that it goes for, kind of the realism that it goes for as well, and then the funny moments really worked. And I think that's because the friendship of the best friends is so believable. If that can be believable to a 40-year-old white dude watching this about growing up, coming of age film for young females who are discovering their sexuality and just coming to discovering life, asking all those questions as you do when you're a teen, that can reach me, then I think people that this film is probably for. Although I do feel like it's a mixture, because it has a mixture of humor and things to pull from. Quite a few genres of things happening in this film. I think for the most part, people will enjoy this. At least I hope you do. I was amazed at some of the storytelling and the genre specific things that we're tackling in here that are quite dark at times, but they do it in a way that has a maturity to it, a levity to it, but also has a moral of the story sort of thing. Like, this is what you can learn from it. And throughout the film, we get the feeling, well, you definitely see that the characters are going through their growth. They're learning things about themselves, they're learning things about their friendships, who they are as a person, that by the end of the film, they've learned some stuff. And that's what you want from these sort of stories. You do get that kind of exposition done by the end of the film, where each character is like, now I've learned this, and I feel this about you, and now I've learned this, and I've learned this about you. But it's really the journey that is the most fun part, and it is a lot of fun. There's crazy shenanigans. There's moments that I would love to talk about, but there's definitely one moment for guys I know you're gonna cringe, not just guys and girls, and it's the sort of thing that where they play on jokes and then it comes back around later, that I really appreciated. That's well planned out. The director, Natalie Morales, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's a fantastic actress, actually. Her comedy chops when it comes to comedy timing is fantastic, and I feel like she's brought that understanding to this film so that you can see that when the jokes need to land, they do, and it is laugh out funny a lot of times. Other times you're just cringing. There are moments when you just want to hide behind yourself and like, please don't let that happen. That happens a lot. I think the purpose of the film comes across quite clear, that you're meant to enjoy this film, go on a ride, have an understanding of a YA adventure, but it will appeal to many demographics. It also has a great sort of soundtrack that's in there at the background, doesn't overshadow the film, but kind of spurs it along. The cinematography is good, the acting is good, the scripting feels very tight and polished. So because you have those timing of the comedy jokes, when there needs to be more drama, it doesn't just dip away at the tone or the pacing of the film. I think I only felt two moments during the film where I thought, yeah, maybe you could have scraped that bit down a little bit, because it does have a 2 hour runtime. But I thought, wow, this actually is working as a whole. It's a film that you could probably stick on a number of times and enjoy. It's not a one-time watch, so that gives it a good green fruition where people might watch a few years time. It's going to be on one of those lists. We're like, hey, do you remember that road trip movie? And that moment, there's definitely those moments where people will talk about certain moments in the film. I don't think it's the best of the bunch, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to give it a B+. Let me know in the comments below, are you looking forward to this? Do you like the director as an actress? And what is your favorite road trip movie? Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.